TFNN. Headline News Update.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman here. This is the Tiger Financial News Network noon update. I'm going to be doing my show, The Tiger Technicians Hour, in a few minutes, and I'm also the author of the opening call. And let's go through the Dow. We're looking at 118 down at 26,534. The Dow pullback, it was actually dragged down yesterday by the Qs. The NDX 100 just really got smashed to the downside yesterday. But look how this is holding very nicely. The 14-period moving average, the MACD has just crossed. It's about to cross negative. It hasn't yet, but I'm watching it closely. And the stochastic still flat at 82%. And this says 9-period moving average over the 14-period moving average. There's still residual strength, and you can see that if I show you quickly the E-mini futures. Look at this. How every time it pulls back, there is an attempt to find support. That's different to when you get a massive pullback like yesterday, especially in the Qs, and the following day has a strong minus 22 to minus 24 futures open. It closes at the lows, and the next day as the futures open down really sharply with the Dow down well over 250. We didn't see that, so there's still enough residual buying for me to say, so far I'm looking at sideways action in many of the indices. Let me show, and I'll talk about this a lot in my show coming up because this is a really important period. We've got a potential peak F in the daily chart of the S&P, and the MACD is still positive but turning down. Stochastic still very strong at 86%. So I'm watching this very closely because I suspect we could see some choppy action next week with attempts to rally. But if you look at the the QQQ, that pullback that we saw took it below the low that was made after the high of the 13th at 269.79. 252.76 was the low of the 14th. Then it rallied. It made the pattern that I talk about all the time, the lowercase h. It takes out the left side low. What's the rule? The rule is you've got two bars in which to close above the left side high. So we're watching this closely. And I suspect there's going to be choppiness that the NDX, for the first time, has actually led the downturn rather than the Dow and then the S&P and then the NDX 100, as you saw in January and then March of 2000, as you saw, and you've seen many times. So we'll be following this. And you know what's really interesting is that the IWM is trying to rally. But look at this. Talk about rally. Gold is up another $8 at 18.97. It's just extended over that resistance line. Let's see how it handles the next 2-3 sessions. If it does have a bit of a pullback, I'll talk about it in my show coming up. The Tiger Technicians Hour. Don't forget my newsletter, the opening call. I'll see you in a few minutes. Otherwise, Monday.